Alan, I wanted to ask before I forget. I think Snap packages are awesome in Ubuntu and Ubuntu base, easy to install. But there's been talk about security and are they safe? I mean, what do you think? Or are they as safe?
Has there? Has there? I've not seen that.
Yeah, there's been a few videos, not a lot. I don't
There
know
has
if
been for Flatpak recently.
Flatpaks. Okay, yeah. But it's nice to have everything like self-contained into that one snap,
So,
right? Yeah,
so there's a few things here.
yeah,
In terms of security, it depends on your perspective. Whether you're thinking like, how fast can I get updates to this application? How fast can the developer push an update that has a security update in it?
Yeah.
And with a snap, because the developer's in control, they
Yes.
can push it to the store,
Okay.
and within a couple of hours, you could have the latest version on your laptop. There isn't a long wait while
Yes.
that goes through the distribution, and you have to wait for it to be built for the distribution.
Right.
The developer builds it, pushes it out, you get it.
right.
And so one of the things we do in the Snap Store is if we detect that there are any packages that have CVEs inside a Snap, the developer gets sent an email first thing in the morning that says, here's a list of all the snaps that you've got in the store. I mean, they may only have one, but here are the list of all the snaps you have in the store that have these insecure packages in, to let the developer know they need to rebuild their snap and push it to the store again. And because I've got some in the store, I get those emails. And so I just rebuild the snap, push it to the store, and then I know everyone who's got that snap in store will be safe. And that's within hours of me getting the security email.
It's actually kind of cool in a way that developers could use that as a way to be notified if they do have packages that are using it.
GitHub do it as well. If you put a project on GitHub, like a project that's written in JavaScript that uses Node, if you're using any Node modules that have known security vulnerabilities in, GitHub will see it in your repository and send you an email and say, hey, look, you've got software in your repository that's got known vulnerabilities in it. You should probably think about upgrading that.
That's
So
awesome.
this is a common thing now, and I saw a discussion in the Flatpak IRC channel. They're planning on adding this kind of feature as well. So it's a thing that comes with these new packaging formats that allows developers to be empowered to push updates out to
So
users.
it's almost like it's easier to maintain a snap or faster. You were saying?
Can be. It depends on the software. Some are easy, some are harder.
Okay. Well, I love snaps. I mean, I don't use a lot, but I love the app image of Kden Live. It runs faster, less crashes. Maybe I'm just lucky, but I think that's the future of Linux, is packages like that. And see, the moral of the story is any snap that's approved by Alan, it's guaranteed to be safe. Okay? No, but
My problem's with the snap package handler. Mine's busted, and it freezes up, and then it tells me I gotta send a message back to Canonical that it's not working properly. But
If we've got a forum.snapcraft.io. If you get any of those errors, all the developers hang out on there. Just post the errors on there, and they'll tell you what to do.
Well,
So what distro is it?
I'm using Ubuntu Mate 1804.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'm shocked that
so
they have that kind of issue.
that shouldn't happen.
Well, I also have the thing called a software boutique that comes with it. Is that
Yeah.
also a snap package handler?
You'd have
The
to speak to
Welcome
them
is. I
about
think
that.
the boutique is now.
Because it might be an issue that I have two snap package handlers in one machine.
Well, no, it's gonna. If boutique is not gonna do that, it's just gonna use Snapd on the back end. It's just a front end.
okay.
I would start a thread on the forum. That's the best place to
Yeah.
ask.
Well, I've been sending the bug reports back to wherever they go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are quick question now? How are snaps updated?
How are they updated? Well,
Like
on
how-
your end
how-
or the developer's end?
I'm sorry, on my end. Yeah.
Automatically
So-
in the back end.
There is a
So they are automatic. Okay.
there's a program called Snapd
Yeah.
on your system, and it
Okay.
checks in with the store 4 times a day on
Ah.
average. You can force it by typing snap refresh,
Okay.
but in the background, 4 times a day, it will go and check and see if there's anything to update, and it will just upgrade it in the background.
Nice.
You don't have to do anything.
Nice. Awesome.
Well, if the boutique is Snapd, shouldn't I just be only using the Snapd?
No.
Boutique?
The Snapd is the back end the back end that's running it. But Boutique is just a front end to utilize that in an easier way.
Okay, but there's also the Snap Package Handler, which is another piece of software that's much different than the Boutique. That's the one I'm having trouble with.
I don't even know what that is. I mean, it would just be Snap that you would install in the command
It's
line.
the same one that all the other distros
It's
use.
just, well, Boutique is like a software center, more or less, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I installed Spotify as a Snap and something else, and then Kden Live is not available as a Snap. I guess no one's working on it.
Not yet.
Okay. So I did the app image, and it seems like it's faster and it crashes less.
Can I? There's a few questions in your chat. Shall I just scan through some of them? Because
Sure, go ahead, Alan. Yeah. I probably missed some, yeah.
One question from Anita is asking, can we trust the developer what's inside the Snap? And so one of the things we're adding is a manifest to the Snap so that you can see how the Snap was built. You can look inside, look at the manifest and see what's in there. You can also just download the Snap. You don't have to install it. You can just download it, unpack it, and have a look at it yourself and have a look at all the files. Yeah, it's more about you trusting that developer is doing the right thing. And if you don't trust the developer, don't install the software. It's as simple as that. We have added a verified developer checkbox next to a small set of developers who are trustworthy, like people like Spotify is a verified Snap. So some of them are verified. The ones that aren't, you have to use your best judgment. But that's up to you.
Yeah. Same thing with regular packages anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They also have the Snap changes, which is awesome. I love that feature. You can see the transactional differences between an existing Snap and it changes that. So if there's an update that breaks, you can see what has been changed between the two.
I did read where there were some numbers released, if they're accurate, more and more users are installing Snaps, and there are more Snaps available, like a lot more, and it's growing, that list. Is there a website where there's like a total list of Snaps, Alan, that we can go to?
There's a storefront. If you go to Snapcraft.io, there's a store button at the top.
Oh, okay.
You just search. You can just browse through all the Snaps in the store.
Okay, cool.
I don't think it tells you how many there are. Because it's actually a little bit tricky, because there are more than you can see, because we have there are multiple stores, and there are some Snaps that are private for certain customers. So, for example, Dell sells hardware that has Snaps on it that you and I don't have access to, but they are Snaps. They do exist.
Okay.
They're just not public for you and me to access. They're some systems management software that are used internally on those machines.
I believe there is a terminal command that can list all available. Right? Isn't there like a Snap something and it lists?
Find. Yeah.
Snap find. Okay.
But it's limited because there's so many now.
Oh.
It's like
only lists the first 20, but there is a file on your hard drive in varlib snapd somewhere, and it is just a list of all the Snaps that your local machine knows exist in the store. It has a cached copy on your local machine. I can't remember what the file's called, but it's just a list, and you can just look at that list and that will show you how many there are.
Nice.
I did try Kden Live as a flatback, and it was horribly slow, at least in my test. I went back to the app image, and it's wonderful. Is there a Snap package coming for Kden Live, or is that being considered? Or
yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, nice. Yeah, for what it's worth, I think Snaps and app images, I think that's the future in terms of software installations. It just seems like it's faster, easier, maybe easier to maintain, because it's all one. I mean, Snaps are all one standard way of creating them, right?
The way you create them is relatively straightforward, but some software is super complicated and hard to package, and so it's not as easy as saying it's easier. I mean, it can be easier depending upon the software. I snapped, I don't know, half a dozen things today. But depending upon what it is, it can be easy, it can be hard. If you're the developer, you will know your software. You'll know how complex your software is and how difficult it might be to package.
So if I'm using Ubuntu or Ubuntu base, chances are I should not have any issues with snaps. Would that be correct? Like if we use Ubuntu, it's the same. A snap is a snap across the board, right? Okay.
Right, and that same snap works on Ubuntu 14.04, 16.04, 18.04, 18.10. It's one. See, this is one of the things that's good for a developer. If you wanted Kden Live on 18.04, then someone somewhere has built Kden Live for 18.04. If you want it on 18.10, someone somewhere has built it for 18.10. If you want it on Fedora, someone somewhere has built it for Fedora. The idea of having a snap is that's one package built once that runs on all of them.
A Linux standard. Imagine that. Man, hi, Steve.
Hi. How you doing, Lukas?
Hello.
Hi, Steve.
Hello, and nice to meet you. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Michael.
Hi.
Hello.
Alan, thank you. That was going to be one of my questions for our next chat when we had the time, but I'm glad I asked you that because I was curious about snaps and the future of snaps.
And one of the things that I've seen raised in the chat is speed, and one of the things we're always looking at is improving the performance. And we know that there are some snaps that the first time you run them, they're a little bit slower because they set loads of stuff up, and we're aware of that, and we're working on with the desktop team to improve those performance issues. So, if you do find any problems, ping me, let me know. We may already know about them, but if we don't, then we'll try and fix them.
It sounds like snaps are a snap.
Yeah.
to use it. I think they're awesome. I mean, for what it's worth, the ones that I use are app images the same philosophy in terms of the creation and the maintaining, or that's totally.
They have they have the same universal aspect, but they are very different as far as how they function.